Hello friends, welcome to Knowledge College.
Today I'm going to tell you how to calculate attrition. So I'm sharing the screen with you, and I've designed something for you which really would help you to understand the things better. So let's start with it. So here we are. I have designed this particular screen just to make you understand better. How the calculations have been done and what all formulas are there in practice. So you can see these two formulas which are there in practice. So generally most of the organization uses either of the two formulas. I'll tell you, do the calculation from each of these formulas, so it will help you understand what's going to be the outcome from each formula, and then we'll do the comparison, which formula is the best, and how it can, or we can use it as per our requirements. So whatever suits you can actually use. Here I am doing, yearly calculation. You can calculate attrition on monthly basis, quarterly basis, 6 monthly basis, or yearly basis. So as the case may be. So whatever is your requirement, you can do that. I'm calculating here on yearly basis. So if we go by the first formula, you can see that the attrition percentage is equal to number of employees left during the year divided by number of employees at the start of the year plus number of employees joined during the year multiplied by 100. So if we do the calculations by putting the values against each of these parameters, so let's see what's going to be the outcome. Suppose we say that the number of employees left during the year were 250, right? So 250 employees left during the year, and we'll keep the figures same for both the formulas. We see that we had odd 1,000 resources at the start of the year, and the number of employees joined during the year were approximately 300. So we are assuming it. So we assumed that the number of employees left during the year were 250. The employees at the start of the year were 1,000, and the employees joined during the year were 300. So now if we go by this formula, the attrition percentage is going to be 19.23%. What we have done is the number of employees left during the year. So we have kept this number of employees left during the year. We have divided it by the number of employees at the start of the year. So 1,000 is the start of the year, and plus the number of employees joined during the year. So we added 1,000 plus 300. So this is the joined during the year. So 1,000 plus 300 multiplied by 100. So this is what I have done, right? So this is K4. This is K4, this is K6, and this is K8. So K4, K6, K8. So that's how we have come to 19.23%. So this is if we go by the first formula. Now suppose if we go by the second formula, which says that the number of employees left during the year divided by average number of employees during the year multiplied by 100. Now here the thing is we have calculated the average number of employees in spite of number of employees at the start of the year plus number of employees joined during the year. So how to calculate average number of employees during the year? So here I'll tell you about that also. Here I have done the calculation for the same, so that you can better understand how to calculate it as well. If we have to calculate the average number of employees, we should be having employees at the start of the year, and we should be having employees at the end of the year. So we need these two figures to calculate the average number of employees during the year. Average, everybody knows how to calculate, so we'll add both the figures, employees at the start of the year plus employees at the end of the year. We'll divide it by 2 so that we can get the average number of employees. Now if we put the figures against this formula, so suppose we say number of employees left, we are taking the same figures. So 250 employees left during the year. At the start of the year we were 1,000, as it was there, 1,000. Employees joined during the year were we said 300, right? So here also we said 300 employees joined during the year. So it automatically calculated employees at the end of the year. it's very simple to calculate because we have all the figures in hand. At start we were 1000, right? We added 300 during the year, so 1000 plus 3300 is 1300, and we will make a deduction of 250 because these employees left during the year, so it become 1050. So K14, this is K14 1000 minus 250 plus 300, right? So this is what I have done here, and 1050 is the figure that we have arrived on. So that's how this calculation is done. And now if I've told you about this because if you do not have the number of employees in during the year, then that's how you can also do a calculation. Otherwise, you would be having headcount in your hand, so you'll be knowing what was the headcount at the start and what was at the end. Otherwise, you can calculate this way. Right, so we have all these figures in hand. Now we'll calculate the average number of employees. So at the start we know 1000, at the end of the year we know 1050, so the average becomes 1025. We added these two, divided by 2, so we use this formula and arrived at 1025. So we'll put this figure here, right? So we'll calculate the attrition. We'll say number of employees left during the year, which is 250, divided by average number of employees, which is 1025. So this is what I have done here in one formula. Otherwise we can do it separately also, like 250 divided by 1025. So it will be, we'll calculate the percentage, so it becomes 24.39%. so this is the same way it has been calculated. I have calculated the average here itself in this formula, so you can calculate it separately also and put the figures and get the output. So that's how it is. And you can see, you can compare both these formulas. Here it is 19.23% if you use the first formula. If you use the second formula, it is 24.39%. So you can see that it is on the higher side. So the difference between the two is 5.16%, which is too much. So that's how we we have clarified that if we go by the second formula, if we calculate the average and then calculate the attrition, it will always be on the higher side. You can put any figure and you can identify, because I've already done that, and it always remains on the higher side. And the first formula is 19.23%, which is one of the best formula that most of the organization uses. There are certain organizations who uses the second formula as well, but the first one is one of the best formula. Otherwise, whatever suits your requirement you can use, but I have told you the comparison between the two, and probably it will clarify all your doubts, that which one is the best, or which formula to use, or which one not to use. Because what happens in the organization is you have to present a detailed report, or you have to present the dashboards to the management, and it's always suggested that we should use the reduced figure of attrition. So here it is 19.23. So most of the people uses the least figure rather than showing attrition is high, because it becomes a negative point for you. So it's better to use the first formula, which will give you a better picture of your attrition, and it is the reduced figure as well as compared to this second formula. So better to use this figure. Now this is all about calculation. Now the second thing is you can present the attrition percentages in various ways. I'll show you a sheet which will help you to understand how can we present the attrition data. Like see this one, I've calculated it for 2016. So you can do a monthly calculation here, right? Every month you have written here. Joinings you can put here, separations you can put here, the head count at the start, at the end what is the head count, and attrition percentage. You can use that formula and arrive at this figure. And likewise, you can calculate the quarterly figures. You can add 3 months and calculate the quarterly figures the same way, and that's how you can arrive at the annual figure as well, right? You have to add these figures and arrive at the annual figure. And this I have done. You can write it separately, you can take down these separately and create the diagrams, the graphs, and all that stuff. You can create your statistical summaries and present it to the management. It would look good if you present it this way. And apart from that, if you do the entire, well, I rather would suggest you to do a comprehensive analysis on attrition data, gather the information from any sources whatsoever. You may have early warning systems in place. You may be doing RAG analysis. You may be gathering the information from exit interviews and all. So from whatever source you collect the data, derive action points, present it to the management, and try to retain the attrition cases. Try to withdraw, if resignations are happening. So this actually solves your purpose. And try to present a detailed report to the management mentioning the real reasons, and also the steps that you have taken or you are about to take in future, which would help you to control the attrition. So this certainly would help you. If you face any problems with respect to attrition, write in comment box. I'll try to resolve most of your queries. And that's it, guys. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe this channel, because in the days to come I'm going to post some really good stuff for you. So keep watching, guys, and thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye. See ya. Bye bye.